Hi, it's Randy. Here I am in my new custom voiceover booth. Man, there are a lot of good options out there, aren't there? And I think I looked at them all. But I thought I'd toss one more idea your way. Now, I had a booth that I had built a number of years ago that was about 4x4. But then you add the acoustic panels in, it comes out to about 3.5 by 3.5, which is fine if you're doing commercials and, short form things. But I also recorded like 35 audio books in there, and I just wanted more room. So now I have lots and lots of room. This is basically about 4x6 and about 7.5 feet tall. And I looked at, a bunch of the options out there, the studio bricks and the whisper rooms and everything. And something of this size was going to cost me easily $10,000. And I just didn't have that in the budget. What I did have was a closet that was 4x6. And I thought, you know what? I've watched lots of videos and I like doing things myself. Let's see what we can come up with. So I put together this custom voiceover booth for about $1,600. Now I reused some of the panels and, found different ways to save a little money here and there. But I'm sure for under $2,000, you can do something similar. Maybe this will help. Take a look. So here's the current vocal booth setup. I've got the editing station out here, and I have the voiceover part in here. And it's all very functional. I've got rockwool panels built all the way around and on the ceiling, which you can't really see because it's dark in here. Problem is, I have my chair in here for recording audiobooks, and I've recorded about 25 books in here so far. Plus commercials and other things. But if I want to stand up to record something, I've got to take the chair out because there's just no room in here. It's about 3.5 by 3.5. So what I'm in the process of doing is taking this, which is next door, and I'm going to make this into the new booth. Obviously going to replace that door. And I've already run electricity in here and open up the walls. There is a lot of gaps and things in here all around the outlets that will need to be filled with acoustic caulk, and then I'm going to fill these cavities with rockwool, and then I'm going to put 2 layers of drywall with the green glue in between. And I'm going to put drywall, another layer of drywall up there. Then I'm going to put a false ceiling with 2 layers of rock wool and 2 layers of drywall up there. Here's where we're at with transforming this into our new vocal booth. Obviously the door will be changed. That should be here this week. Got a solid core door that's going to go in here. And I've now removed the drywall from all of the walls except that one. Behind that wall there is like 3.5 inches of foam and then a concrete wall, so I think that's going to be all right. Later today I'm going to put acoustic caulk in all the seams and anything where air can get in to keep the sound out. What we've done now is put the rock wool in most of the walls. Also have put in our acoustic caulk in every seam I have seen. Probably more than we need in some places, but the new door should be here later today along with the drywall. And then we'll finish putting in the rock wool. Still going to put in a second ceiling here and stuff it with rock wool to try and make it as quiet as we can in here. It has been a couple of weeks since I did a studio upgrade update. Still working out of the old studio. We did get the door in, and hi Bruce. The door is installed. I have also put in the acoustic caulk around it. I will need to do some weather stripping to get that all done. I ended up using this stuff that I found. You get it, usually order it online. I've had trouble finding it locally. But it seems to work pretty well. I was going to originally, when doing some research, use that between the drywall layers, but I discovered that it dries pretty hard, and I don't think it's going to do the job that needs to be done. So I did some more research on different products similar to green glue, and I ended up going with the green glue just because some of the other products seem to have some seeping problems, and the last thing I want to do is work on this and have stuff dripping out. So as far as the rest of it goes, I have the drywall, but none of the drywall has been installed. The rockwool is all set to go. I also put in these pieces of wood up here. I'll eventually put in a false ceiling above which we'll have more rockwool, and then I'll have 2 or 3 layers of drywall as well, with the green glue as the false ceiling. And I don't know if you can hear the difference in here, but already it's pretty good, and the drywall isn't up, and we don't have any real soundproofing in here other than the rockwool, which is doing its job, I suppose. But the rest of the project is currently on hold, mainly because in an unrelated incident, I broke my foot. So I can't get up on the ladder right now for a few more weeks and can't hold drywall down, so we're on a little bit of a holding pattern, but that's the update. I've got 2 pieces of drywall, all except that little piece up there that I need to do, or 2 layers of drywall. And then I need to put another layer on that, on the ceiling, then drop down the ceiling. It'll hook into those boards there, and then I'm going to put 2 or 3 layers of drywall onto that with some rock wool above it, probably like 6 inches. And then up in that corner, I'm going to have a tube come in, or a pipe, like this guy, and that will be the air return. Will come down that slot and up the bottom, and hopefully the air will suck out up there into a vent, and that's where all my wires will come out. Almost there. Got a little more of the ceiling to do, and then I'm going to put in the return over there. Doctor gave me an okay on the foot, so I can do a little bit more, but maybe soon. Maybe soon. We'll see. Okay, we're getting there. The studio is all taped up. Got to sand it yet. Put on the primer and the paint, and just finishing up the cool air return, which is only somewhat soundproofed. It's not going to make that much noise, I don't think, based on where the hoses are and how much airflow is going on here. But get that finished up, and hopefully be recording here in no time. Okay, here's the studio update. It's got all the drywall up. It's been painted. We have the vents in place. Wires have been run. Built this little desk where we will put the keyboard and video screen, etc. Hook the microphones to that. And the last thing to do is to put up some sound panels. So we're working on those, and it should be done soon. Okay, today is move-in day for the new studio. There's absolutely no acoustic treatment in here, so it's pretty echoey, but we'll see if we can adjust that by putting some panels in here, and well, we'll see what happens. So here's how the studio currently sits. It's always a work in progress. I have built a 4-inch OC703 panel for the door. There's a little thing at the bottom there to stop some sound coming in. Same all the way around the door, just to make it a little tighter fit. Have panels built either of OC703 or rockwool, like corner base traps and cloud up there. I repurposed some of the panels from the other room and just put this new fabric on there. Not sure about this foam that I have in here. I'm having this checked out sound-wise by a professional audio guy, and then they're going to make some suggestions and we'll make some adjustments. One of the things I do love is this keyboard. It is all like made of rubber, and I can roll it up and it just doesn't make any noise. It's good. Let me shut the door in here, and you can just hear how much the panels have made a difference in here. I think it sounds pretty good right now, but again, we're getting it checked out. The one thing I will change is probably the fan. It's not pulling enough air out of here. I just got a small fan, and I think I need something a little bit stronger. And that's kind of how it came together. Hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe gave you a couple of ideas. As always, these things are a work in progress. That's half the fun. Thanks for watching. Take care.